Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel if you have been before, and if you have, thank you so much for returning. If you're new here, hi, my name is Shana. I'm a mummy of two to my daughter Liana, who is 7, and to my son Dane, who is almost 3. So I'm going to be doing an advent calendar video for you today. So I'm going to show you what my children are getting, and then I'm going to I've gone through on the internet and I've done a list just to give you some ideas. I know this video is last minute, which I'm going to have to moan for a little bit here, guys. The reason this video is so late is because Liana's advent calendar, I'd ordered a different one and they've been messing me around for like 3 weeks saying it was coming, then it wasn't. Then they finally told me that it's not arriving. So with Liana's, which I'll show you shortly, I had to actually go and find her a different one, which I'm really annoyed at. But luckily, Liana has no idea. So that's the only thing that's stopping me getting mad, because I've sent quite a few emails to them with some strong words in them. But anyway, luckily for me, with Liana's, I was able to find hers in a local toy shop that we have here. So yeah, I thought I'd still share this video with you because some of you out there, you know, you could get stuff on like Amazon Prime. You've got places to go, especially in England. You've got like Home Bargains, Asda, Lidl, lots of places that you could go and get something. So that's why I wanted to share with you. So just a little bit of a background. Now each year we have an elf called Monty who is sent by Santa to watch that my children are behaving, and he reports back to Santa. And on the 1st of December, he leaves an advent calendar that him and Santa have decided between them. And each year they try and do a different one. This is something that I personally like to do because I know my kids enjoy. That's why I wanted to do this video. But one of the first things that I do, we have this boxed advent calendar. It's really lovely. I decided to go for this one. It's for the kids. So it's got some lovely pictures and they just pull out and that's them inside. They are quite a nice size, but inside this one will just be like a chocolate, a sweet, or sometimes even money, because we're trying to teach our children to save money as well. So this one is kind of like your typical chocolate calendar, and yeah, just really adorable, and the kids love to have some kind of chocolate or sweet. So we do this one. To be honest, when I saw this online, I actually thought it was a wooden one, but it isn't. It's cardboard, but it's very, very sturdy. You can hear that. So yeah, again, the kids will just love it because they like to have a piece of chocolate, because what kids don't, right? So that is that one. The next is going to be my son's. So this year he is getting this Play-Doh one. Like I said, he's going to be 3 in January. So Play-Doh is such a really great idea for children. When I'm picking the calendars, or should I say when Monty is picking the calendars, I like to get something that is not only useful, but that they're actually going to play with. Because sometimes with advent calendars, you know, a lot of the things just get thrown away, but this will help him with his creative play. Like each day we can, you know, create something. So obviously I haven't opened it, so I'm going to have to show you from the back. So this is how it looks when you open it. You do get Play-Doh, you get stamps, you get all kinds of things, obviously 24 of them. And yeah, he's just going to have a lot of fun with this, I think. So that is going to be something to enjoy. And yeah, I hope he enjoys it. So that is Dane's. And with Liana's, like I said, I had to change it. The one I wanted to give her, I'm really gutted about, but it will be coming up in my list of stuff. I know she's going to be super excited about this one, so that makes me happy. It's just really annoying when things don't go right. So Liana's one this year is this Harry Potter one. Now she had a Harry Potter one, but it was a Lego one, which I will talk about in the list I'm going to give you. So she's still into Harry Potter. So yeah, I know she is absolutely going to love this. These have the mini dolls in it. So again, because obviously I want her to open it, I'm going to show you on the back what it looks like. So it opens up like this. So on the first day, you get this wand, you can see here, which has a torch at the end of it. So you have to use the torch to shine all over the calendar to find the numbers for that day. So Liana is absolutely going to love that idea of it. The fact that you have to use a wand to shine it, because without the wand you cannot see. So it makes it seem like more magical. I think they show you there. So look, it shows you. And these are the kind of characters and figures that you get. So she will get these ones, which again, she loves Harry Potter still. So yeah, I am happy, and luckily I was able to get this. But yeah, so that is her one for this year. Now I'm going to talk to you like other ideas that I have found. Personally, I have found all this like on Amazon, but like I said, especially if you're in England, you've got lots of places that you can go if you're wanting to quickly go grab one, or maybe this will give you an idea for next year. I hope so. Excuse me. If you see me keep looking down, it's because I've made a list so I don't forget. But yeah, I'm just going to be showing you a picture of what I've found, which I think will be helpful. Obviously, I have not tried and tested every single one of these, so I can only give my opinion about what I've read and what I've seen. Obviously, for me, Advent, I know my children love Advent calendars, and to be honest, I think it's just the whole magic of opening the door. I know when I was a kid, we had the chocolate ones, and that made us all excited, just the classic chocolate ones. And there's nothing wrong with the classic ones, but nowadays they have so many choices for so many different budgets and for every character you can think of, so whatever your child's into. So I'm just going to give a list that I've put into categories, and I hope maybe you find it useful. So the first category is the reusable one. Like I showed you with the cardboard boxed one, there are others out there like these wooden ones, which are beautiful. You can do fabric ones, the ones that you just hang up. There's ones for like kiddie ones or more nicer ones, depending on your style. So yeah, these are all boxed ones that you could just put back boxes together, sorry. So these are ones that you can just use over and over, and like with me, I would just add the chocolates or sweets. You could even do like little gifts if you wanted to, but that is an option. And the second category is Lego and Playmobil. Now, last year, Liana had a Harry Potter Lego and she absolutely loved it. So I know this one is good because each day she loved that you could assemble the characters or the little scenes, because it did show you on the door as well. So this is something really good, and Lego is always a big hit for children. I know they do like Star Wars as well, and all kinds of different characters depending on what your child is into. Also Playmobil, if you're not really into Lego but you're more into Playmobil do some good ones. They even have like this one where you can do baking. I think they give you some baking stuff so you can bake as well, which is a good idea. I nearly got this one, to be honest. So yeah, again, that is a good idea. The next category is crafts and Play-Doh. These are for most ages. Like I've just shown you, Dane has got this Play-Doh one. The crafty ones, there's ones like you can paint little models and stuff if you want your children to be more like active and creative and give them something new to do each day. That would be a good one. I believe there's all different kinds. So yeah, this might be good for you as well if you want more of a creativeness to your children. And the next category, I suppose, is more towards girls. Not necessarily, I mean, boys can have them too. I'm not being judgmental. Is jewelry and beauty. These are beautiful ones, like if your daughter is into these things, or she's a little bit older, you know, because sometimes once they get to a certain age, they don't want all like the ones with the little toys and stuff in. So I found some lovely ones online that you can do for jewelry, and it makes like a charm bracelet, or there is ones with makeup and stuff like that. So yeah, that could be an option for you, for your girls or your boys. Like I said, I'm not judging. The next category is the storybook category, and this is the category I wanted to get for Liana. I found some beautiful calendars where they have storybooks inside. The one I wanted for Liana is this Osmond one, and this one was filled with beautiful like classic stories like 12 Dancing Princesses, which used to be my favourite, The Snow Queen, and loads of others. And I thought this was just so beautiful because my daughter is into reading, and this is just something that she could use and keep and use all year round. But like I said, without going into detail because it will get me mad, it did not show up. So maybe I can get this for next year, and maybe I'll just make sure that I order it off the right people. There is also this little Mr. Men one, which again, I almost thought I couldn't decide between the two. This is beautiful as well, and this is a hardback one. The only reason I didn't get this one is because when I looked into it, it was more Christmas themed stories, and I wanted books that would last all year round. And after a while, you don't want to read Christmas stories like in July. So I felt like the other one was just better with the stories. There is also Disney ones as well, and there is ones for little ones as well if you want to get them a book one. But this is what I really wanted for Liana. I don't know, maybe, hopefully, if she's still into reading and stuff, I can get it for next year, fingers crossed. The other category is toy calendars. Your typical toy calendars. Again, you can get so many for all different characters depending on what your children are into. And my son last year got this car one, and that was brilliant because he is obsessed with cars, and he still to this day plays with it. So this one I know is a good one if you have a little one that is really into cars. It gives you all these little I think, are they plastic? I think they're plastic, but they're a good plastic. And like I said, my son still plays with them. He puts them all over the house. He lines them up. He still really enjoys that one. I just didn't want to get him the same thing. And yeah. And again, there's all different ones out there. You just need to look for what is best for you and your child. And another category is the classic chocolate one. There is nothing wrong with just sticking to the classic chocolates. If you're on a smaller budget, or, you know, then go for it. Again, there are so many out there nowadays with all kinds of characters, so you can find something that your child is into. You can also find the really nicer chocolates for older kids or yourself, you know. Let's not forget about us guys, right? We do all the work. Yeah, so there are some beautiful ones out there. And yeah, it's just a case of looking and finding what's right for you, both money-wise and for your kids or yourself. And the last one I've just put as DIY. So again, this is something you can just put together yourself. I used to do something like this when Liana was little, and I made like little drawstring bags with numbers on. It was kind of like a lucky dip. Each day she would pick out the bag and it was little gifts inside, and it was really nice and she loved it. But after a while I realized that I was actually spending twice as much money, and that's why I decided to go for these calendars instead. One, because the job is done for me, to be honest. I started getting lazy. But two, because when my son arrived, I was having to get double the amount of stuff, and I was just spending twice as much money on little knick-knack things. So that's why I changed it up to these advent calendars. But you could just do like these examples here, where you could just put them in a bag and put a number on, hang them up and put whatever you want inside. Even if you do it as chocolate, just make it more creative if you're more creative. Or little boxes, like you can find like the little boxes and stuff. I know they have them in like Flying Tiger and places like that, where you could just do exactly the same thing. You know, it's to your imagination, basically. So yeah, that is everything. Like I said, hopefully this has given you ideas, or if you want to just quickly run to the shop, or if you're on Amazon Prime, you could just quickly order something and get it the next day. Christmas is almost on us, so very exciting. Or maybe it'll just give you some advice for next year. I hope it did. Give this video a like if you did enjoy it, and check out my channel for further ones. I'll see you again, guys. Bye.